Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play I Heard It Through the Grapevine as recorded by CCR on guitar. I'm going to take you through all the sections of the song in this video. We're going to kick it off with that intro riff that's just a classic to know. Then from there we're going to move on to the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. Now we're going to be using what's called a drop D tuning. So that's where you take your low E string, the 6th string, and you tune it down to the note D instead of it being E, which would be standard tuning. So you drop it down for drop D. Before we jump in though, I want to hook you up with a gift right away. If you're new and haven't downloaded my fretboard guide yet, you're going to want to grab this at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales for mapping out the entire fretboard. And I use this system for thinking about the guitar when I'm playing anything, whether it's a rhythm part, a riff, or taking a solo. I'm using this cheat sheet in my brain. So I mapped it all out for you and was able to put it on one page so you can print it out and keep it on your music stand or on your desktop to help you connect as you're going through and learning more and more about the guitar neck. So grab your copy completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. All right, well with that said, let's break down this tune. Let's break down how to play I Heard It Through the Grapevine as recorded by CCR on guitar. Now there are 4 sections we're going to cover, and we're going to start off with this intro riff. Now to play this riff, like you hear on the recording, there's a guitar that is tuned down to drop D. So what you want to do is make sure that your low E string, if you're in standard tuning, what you do is you just lower it down and you want to match this note. It's also going to match your 4th string. So then you can play a D chord, and you can actually strum all the strings because you're going to have a low drop D bass. And it sounds really cool. So once you get that set, then you can dive into this riff on the 6th string and play 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's our riff there. We're going to just play all of this on the 6th string. We're going to play 0, 0, then go up to 3, then go back to 0 for the first bar. So it's going to go. And I'm using my 3rd finger there. You can just match the fingers to the frets. So if you're playing the 3rd fret, use your 3rd finger. If you're playing the 2nd fret, use your 2nd finger. So the first bar, counted out, goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now I'm using all downs here with the strum hand. You can play the whole riff with down picks. In the 2nd bar, we're gonna go... Okay, so that's 3 zeros. Then we're gonna play the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret, and then 0 again, so. And the rhythm starts on the and of 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So if I put that together with the first bar, it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Again, using all downs. Then it repeats. We're going to play that 4 times. And that's going to be our intro. Now you can also do this on the 4th string. Because remember, if you've got drop D, if you've got this string tuned to D, then your 4th string on guitar is tuned to D as well. So those notes are going to match. So you got... That's both parts there. So there is a higher guitar playing just the open 4th string, and then you have the low drop D. So that's your main riff, which is used for the intro, and it comes back in throughout the tune. From there, we go into the verse, and we have a 4-bar chord progression. We're going to strum more here. We're going to use 3 chords. It goes like this. We're going to play a D5, an A5, and a G5. I'm using all 5 chords for this. So what that means is they're just power chords. I'm playing my typical D here, but I'm not going to play the high E strings. And I'm also going to include the low 6th string now because we're drop D, right? So from 6 down, it's going to go open, 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 2, 3, and then I'm muting that high string. It's a really great chord. From there, I'm going to strum more of an 8th note groove. My hand's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just a down-up strumming pattern. Now, Fogerty does this groove a lot where he sort of drops his hand on the strings as he strums. It's like a percussive strum. And that happens on beats 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just gets a really cool like backbeat groove, almost like a snare drum. We're going to play 2 bars of that, then we'll go to an A5 power chord, and I'm just grabbing this A with 1 finger, open, starting on the 5th string, open, 2, 2. Now the G, this is a slightly different G here. Because we're in drop D, I play it like this. 5th fret of the low 6th string, then mute the 5th string, open, open, 3, mute the 1st string. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So all together it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So notice there in the 3rd bar we had 2 chords. We went from A and then I changed to G on beat 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. There you just kind of strum that chord and let it ring till the next measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... All right, so that's going to be repeated 2 times. So it's a 4-bar chord progression, repeated 2 times, so it's going to be 8 bars for that verse. Here's what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, we move on to the pre-chorus, which is another 4-bar progression. Here we're going to play. And then we're into the downbeat of the chorus there. So, new chord here. We're going to jump to a B minor out of the verse. Now this is a bar chord here starting on the 5th string, 2, 4, 4, 3. Now you could bar all the way, but you actually don't even have to make it a bar chord. You could just play those middle strings. We're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We'll play that in the 1st bar, and then on the and of 4 we're going to jump to that G. So we have a little bit of a syncopation here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Strumming wise, I'm playing that same Fogerty backbeat groove. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we play D to G, a bar each. All right, so the pre-chorus all together goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up, we go to the final section, the chorus, and this is where Fogerty is singing I Heard It Through the Grapevine. We're going to play 2 bars of D to 2 bars of G, like this. Then from there, we go back to that intro figure. So for the chorus, I'm just playing that D5 for 2 bars to this shape here, G5 for 2 bars. Keeping the same strumming going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Down, down, I heard it through the grapevine. Da 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 da. So let's put it all together now. We're gonna play the intro into the verse, into the pre-chorus, into the chorus, and then we'll finish with the riff just for 4 bars. After that, we'll just strum a D5 for an ending. Get ready? I'll count you in. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... Repeat that. To the verse. Pre-chorus. Going to the chorus. Oh, I heard it through the grapevine. Oh, yeah, I heard it through the grapevine. Intro here. Here we go. And on D. Take your time with each one of those sections, from the intro, moving into the strumming for the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. And then when you're ready, try and put them all together and go and play along with the recording. And to help you even more, be sure to download my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales for playing in any style, anywhere on the neck. And I think about this system when I'm playing really anything on guitar, whether it's chords and strumming or playing a solo. I'm using this system, and I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below to grab your copy. Also, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what's your #1 struggle with guitar right now. Just comment it down below so I can make some future videos here on the channel helping you out. As always, thanks for your support with the videos, and we'll see you in another one real soon.